This is a TBT News Update. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Let's now talk about what's happening in the city of Philadelphia. Philadelphia moves to reinstate indoor mask mandate, first major U.S. city to do so. The move to tighten restrictions could be a sign that leaders across the country will reimpose mask mandates if cases continue to rise. Philadelphia on Monday announced it will reimpose its indoor mask mandate in an attempt to beat back yet another pandemic surge in hospitalizations and deaths. It's the first major U.S. city to bring back a mask mandate requirement as the BA2.2, Omicron subvariant fuels a rise in cases in Philadelphia and across the Northeast. The mandate goes into effect on April 18th. And in other news, the tide turns for Trump favorite in key Senate race. In Selma, North Carolina, Donald Trump came to town just at the right moment, in time to witness his chosen candidate finally emerge as the frontrunner in the state's contentious Senate primary. After struggling for months to take the lead, polls released last week show GOP Rep. Ted Budd has a commanding advantage, ending speculation that the former president badly miscalculated with his early and unexpected endorsement of the little-known House member. And in other places happening around the country, a judge has rejected Trump's demand he step back from suit against Hillary Clinton. A federal judge nominated to the bench by President Bill Clinton in 1996 on Wednesday emphatically rejected Donald Trump's demand that he recuse himself from Trump's spiraling lawsuit against Hillary Clinton, declaring that there's no legitimate basis to demand that he step back from the case. The Supreme Court questioned Republicans won't answer. Don't ask Chuck Grassley how he'd handle another Supreme Court nomination from President Joe Biden. Ask me that question on November 9th, said Grassley, who's in line to run the Judiciary Committee if Republicans win back the Senate this fall. As for whether Americans deserve to know the GOP stance on Supreme Court picks ahead of the election he only offered, I'm not going to answer on something that's speculation. Local conservatives revolt against Trump House favorite. Donald Trump stunned North Carolina Republicans last month when he announced his support for Bo Hines, a 26-year-old candidate who doesn't live anywhere near the congressional district he's running in. Now with Hines set to join the former president on stage at a rally in Johnston County Saturday, a local favorite is afoot to sink his candidacy before it takes off. And one more interesting story that I found of note that I'll talk about very quickly. No more dilly-dallying and lollygagging. Congress finally puts its foot down on Russia. After weeks of delay, a powerful bipartisan push to sanction Moscow could also box in the White House ability to act. Congress finally came to grips this week with one simple fact about Russia's war in Ukraine. The U.S. is in it for the long haul. After weeks of delays, the Senate and House nearly unanimously passed legislation to isolate Moscow from the global economy in ways that some acknowledge could become permanent. It's also the first time since Vladimir Putin's February 24th invasion of Ukraine that lawmakers have sent sanctions measures to President Joe Biden's desk. And last but not least here, Cheney says January 6th committee has enough evidence for a criminal referral for Trump. Representative Liz Cheney said Sunday that the House January 6th Select Committee has enough evidence to refer former President Trump for criminal charges. But the panel hasn't made a decision on how to proceed on a referral. Cheney said on CNN's State of the Union her acknowledgement follows a Sunday report in the New York Times that said the committee is divided on whether to move forward with the largely symbolic act, as some members of the panel worry it could unnecessarily politicize the Justice Department's investigation into January 6th, just as it seems to be heating up. I'm Tyrone Bowman for TBT News Update.